This is for DLLA Week 5 versus Mythlo. He's sitting 4-0. We're sitting 4-0. Obviously, this is an important match. This is division. It's basically for first in the division and who continues to be undefeated. So, obviously, we're looking to go undefeated. But you can also see me on my RU Ladder Tournament account, which is... Yeah, I was laddering for a tournament, even though I wasn't really doing the first cycle. I didn't do like crap, but I did like 3 games. But it's whatever. Cycle 2 is where I did my stuff, and we're in cycle 3 right now. So, but yeah, you can see the 60 brought. This is pretty much what I expected. I expected Zygarde over Colossal though, and I guess Colossal makes sense though because it gives him removal. So it kind of means he has double removal, which if Blastoise doesn't have to be spin, but it's more likely it is than not. He doesn't need 4 attacks versus me, really. He needs Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Water Pulse, and I guess you want Aura Sphere too. So I guess maybe, and you don't have to be spin Blastoise. It's either your double spin, you're probably not heavy duty boots on Volcarona, or your Colossal and still probably spin or heavy duty boots. But I have not been bringing rockers for this, even though I have like Rock's Mew, Rock's Payless, and Rock's Ahiligo. It's not like I don't have option for hazards, just haven't been bringing them. But you see, he brought. He also had a Gourgeist, Zygarde, Slurpuff, Bolton, and Slowbro Galarian. As I said, I expected Zygarde 50 over Colossal. I don't disagree with the Colossal call, especially what it does in this match. But so you can see the 6 we brought. The sets are Tanga Mew with Ice Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Stone Edge Roost, Spadef Scizor, physically defensive, fast, Whimsicott, not fast really, it's just 104 speed, timid. Life-Orb Noivern, Jolly Sharpedo, and then just physically defensive Avalugg. Yeah. So, looking at team preview, I don't really know. I know Shark's okay, but the Alomomola is going to be really problematic because that one's really bulky, so Shark can't really break through that, and even like Blastoise has to be weakened as well. So basically his waters have to be weakened. I don't know how he's supposed to do that. Blastoise less so, because for 1 it takes more from Crunch, and for 2 it's frailer. Well, is it actually? I think if he ran physically defensive, it's actually bulkier than Alomomola, but it also doesn't have recovery. And Alomomola has Wish and Regenerator, so it's going to be able to stay healthy pretty much in the entire game, which is annoying, but nothing much we can do about that. Yeah, the Metagross I'm not 100% on the set. I'm expecting Akka or Salvest or Culper. One of those 3. Cause like okay, but I almost brought Earth Power over Ice Beam on Mew just because I had D-Gleam, so I'd still be able to hit the Zygarde, but I didn't, which sucks here because 2-1s would have helped if I had Earth Power. But it's fine. My Whimsicott is specifically here for Shifu, but if it ever makes a play, then I'm screwed. If it's Scarf or Shifu, then Avalugg eats it alive still. But even though it even eats CC, so like that could be helpful, especially as a pivot. Avalugg's decent at that, because it can recover back on like Colossal, sort of, not really. But it also beats Metagross, but I'm not body pressed on this build. Holy crap, I'm yawning a lot, and I'm not tired. I've not been yawning except for the video. It happens every time. But anyway, Yeah. But I'll lead off with my Scizor, and he leads our Shifu. It's kind of what I expected, but like, I didn't want him leading his Blastoise, which is more so what I expected. It matched up well with just like Alomomola as well, because I have Toxic, and Metagross can't really do much to me. So it just matched up pretty decently, but obviously I have to swap here. I swap into my Avalugg as he goes for the U-turn, revealing that he is not banded, but still be Lum or something like that. But he gets his Volk. I just go hard on my Noivern as he reveals the Choice Scarf, which is it's odd, but I found that really odd. Which basically admitting that he wasn't heavy duty boost, but I don't have rocks here, so it doesn't really matter. But I just roost here to get my health back, so I can't lose to Volcarona later. I go Scizor because it takes everything. He goes with a Meteor Mash, which reveals that he's not offensive. Well, no, it reveals that he's not max attack adamant, and it reveals he's not banned or anything as such. So he's still max attack, or he's like adamant with like 100 attack, which is more likely than just max attack. He also goes Metagross at Alomomola as I U-turn out and reveals the Rocky Helmet. That's perfectly fine. I get my Noivern in. Noivern's gonna just click Hurricane. No, I click Draco because I predict the Colossal coming in, but it just still doesn't do much. But here goes Colossal is Spadef. I get my Mew, bluff the Earth Power as he rocks, and I double out of my Scizor, predicting the Blastoise. Look, no, I predict Blastoise, I guess. As he happens to go Volcarona. By the way, I could have clicked Stone Edge there. I almost did, but because it covered both of these. But he went hard Volcarona. I'm just like, I don't like that play. But he obviously doesn't know about the tech Stone Edge. But I feel like Mew, you should know that Mew's gonna have coverage for Volcarona. But anyway, I just have to swap something in. It's pretty much sack, to be honest. But unless he gets like a lower roll, which he did, so obviously saves my Noivern here. Rocks are up though, and rocks are here to stay because I don't have removal. Well, I know I have defog Whimsicott, but the problem with Whimsicott here is he cannot defog on like anything. And he can defog on our Shifu and Blastoise, sort of. But I guess so. But I don't like to do any quakes. It does too much. I'm either forced out or have to sack Scizor, and I don't want to sack Scizor, so I'm just forced out. It does 18 on a crit. As he brings in Colossal. Oh yeah, I have Rapid Spin, I forgot. As he gets the Flame Body, which it's like, of course he would. It's the crit, and then he gets Flame Body, which is just weakening my Avalugg. But I go hard Shark because I expected the rocks again, and even if he stayed in and clicked Flame, it covered that as well, and it was obviously going to force him out into Alomomola, which gives me a Toxic or a Roost. As he gets the Burn again, and he's just like, he's burning everything. He's getting, not lucky per se, but, well, he's getting lucky, of course, but Mytho's been lucking everyone this season, which is why he's undefeated. But, no, Mytho is good, and he could quite possibly be undefeated, even if he didn't get lucky, but he's been getting lucky all season. Anyway, I didn't actually know that until we were talking about it. What? It's a burn on Scizor, it's Scald, so I guess that's fine, but I just get my Roost off. Here I can throw off another Toxic, I think. Yeah, on the Colossal, as he gets it back to full HP, but at least I have a Toxic off on it. And here, I just click Ice Beam, yeah. I just click Ice Beam if in case he wants to go, like, Urshifu. Like, yeah. And obviously here, I have the Stone Edge with the Tanga as he crits my Mew, you know. Because he doesn't need any more luck. He crits the Mew. As he goes Urshifu. Like, the problem with Mew getting crit there is it's not as healthy now, just swapping into, like, Metagross if I needed it to. We can't swap into Scald as freely, or swap into Urshifu. Not Urshifu, but Colossal as freely, but it's whatever. I get make over the Stun Spore, miss, you know, we're getting pretty unlucky, and he gets the attack raise, which also matters, because it means I have to sack something else to this Mon. And this is where we're talking about Because he's getting really lucky. But, like, we were just talking about it, and he said, I've been so lucky in this league. But, you know, yeah. I go Shark. I think I could have just clicked Protect there, but I needed to get this boost for the Mega, and I'll speed our Shifu. As Alamola comes in, as it should, but I can get my health back on Mew. Like, our Shifu coming in doesn't matter. If I decoy him there, then maybe. But, as he goes for that, and I just want to bring that to attention, if I was still at full HP. If I was still at full HP, I would have lived that, and because, like, the damage is... I'm pretty sure I would have lived that, just because Mew is Mew. You could argue that he wouldn't do that if I was at full HP, but... It's like, okay, it's a roll, because I had some defense investment. But... but I had some defensive. I remember calcing it. It's like, I remember calcing it, and it was like if I was at full HP, it was about a roll. It wasn't exactly like that. It wasn't necessarily in my favor, but basically it would mean going Urshifu was riskier, and I don't know if he would want to risk that because he should expect fairy coverage as last. Therefore, if he doesn't get this roll and lose Urshifu, then, like, I feel like you don't want to risk Urshifu. Like, even on an 87.5 roll, you don't have to risk Urshifu. You can Wish Pass into your Metagross or Colossal pretty safely. Even Blastoise. Blastoise is pretty safe, too, because I lost my swap in, really, because my Sis was at 70. So, like, it's not even horrible. Like, it basically just meant Urshifu couldn't come in as safely, and if it did, he could easily be punished if he doesn't get the roll. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't have a swamp in here, so I just sack Mew. As I get my Avalugg in just to recover off for a spin, I do spin. As I predict the rocks here, as he does go for the rocks, as he's gonna flame here, but, you know, there's not much I can do as he gets to burn as well. I start complaining here because like this is the moment where I'm just really complaining because it's like I said I'm sorry, just I'm out playing and still losing because of hacks. He got a burn on this with flamethrower. He got a burn on this with flame bot. He got a burn on this with scald. He got a miss with stun spore. He got an attack raise. He got a crit with Volcarona. Like he's getting really freaking lucky. And I'm like but again, he's just getting really freaking lucky. I don't remember if he gets luckier after this, but it's basically a wrap. And this is where I just go for the flamethrower. Like at this point, if I cared about this match and believed I could win, I probably would have roosted, but I knew Metagross was coming in. That's just confirmed the assault list, but as he goes for the bullet punch, which doesn't make sense, by the way, but it's whatever. Because I feel like Quake, I feel like A, I was swapping out pretty much always, or B, you could just click Meteor Mash, even if you. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But Stairs are still good here, but I can't really break through Colossal plus Alamola at all now. I guess I really couldn't do that well in first place, but it'd be easier had some more things gone my way. I go Shark again. Obviously, Alamola's coming in. As he goes the Alamola. As he just get my Roost here, I think. Yep. As he goes for the Wicked Blow. Gets the crit. That's obviously 100%, but still. I don't have a swap in for it, so I could have gone Avalugg, but at this point it was a wrap. So as he goes for the flamethrower, I read it out here, but I felt like the Wicked Blow gave me an out because they allowed in Colossal for free, and I still had a healthy Noivern, and Noivern could be my way of breaking through your Alomomola core, because since Metagross is still weakened, it's like Draco's a threat. Draco plus Flame's a threat. So, but here comes the Sharpedo. I just roll Mega because it doesn't matter at this point. And we're just gonna sit here and let it play out. Toxic Stall a bit, predict the Alomomola, get my Roost off. Bop, 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 bop. I was playing for diff at this point. I'm not even gonna go over this because there's no point to. I was like, if he's gonna give me the differential, then I'll take it. But if he goes Alomomola, then yeah, this is. He goes Colossal. There's no reason to just kill me already, but he did there. So I didn't even say good game to that because that was really stupid. Like, how are you gonna? So this was one of the matchup based, one of the better matches, just because it's 4-0 versus 4-0, and it's just in division. Therefore, it's for division. We rematch later on, and if I don't smash him, then I'm quitting Mons, but it depends on how lucky he gets, really. I think that's ultimately what it comes down to, just if I get lucked again, because I feel like this matchup was 5 times easier with no hacks included. Because, like, this wasn't as bad as the match versus Ivy for UPBL. That was nowhere near as bad, but... Well, it was close to as bad, but it wasn't as bad. I refuse to say GG for that, by the way. But I just did it. I didn't even say anything, actually. But, yeah. It doesn't matter. They lost 5-0, which is, you know, puts me and him in another 10, it's... Shoot, what was I saying? I don't remember what I said. It doesn't matter. But we got smashed. But, you know, I guess... I'm not saying he's bad just because he got lucky. Like, he obviously can't help luck. But I can still complain about it. I'm going to complain about it. But next we take on Gage. And I'm pretty sure he's like... He's 1-4, I think, so he's obviously not doing well, but maybe we could pull out a W there and not get locked, hopefully we smash him and get some differential back. Oh yeah, so that puts another 10-point differential difference between us, which basically means I have to smash him when we rematch if I want to get first seed, or someone else has to smash him, and then I have to smash him again, but, yeah. But anyway, music will be in the description, and yeah, hopefully our next match versus Mithlo later in the season doesn't go like this one went.